Now today we begin with the file. Okay, so input now एक different type है which is file, which is used to upload any kind of file, either an image or a PDF file or document file or any kind of file, right? So file field allows the user to browse from the local file and send it as an attachment to the form data. ઓકે, સો નોર્મલી અત્યાર સુધી જે આપણે ઇનપુટના ટાઈપ જોયા એ બધા ટાઈપ્સની અંદર શું હતું કે તમે સિમ્પલ ટેક્સ્ટ આપતા હતા, ક્યાં તો સિલેક્શન, ક્યાં તો ટ્રુ ફોલ્સ, ઓન ઓફ, ક્યાં તો પછી કોઈ સિમ્પલ ટેક્સ્ટ ફિલ્ડની અંદર અથવા તો પાસવર્ડ, રાઈટ? સો અત્યાર સુધી જે ફોર્મનો ડેટા ટ્રાન્સમિટ થતો હતો એ આખો ડેટા સિમ્પલ કયો હતો? ટેક્સ્ટ ફોર્મેટનો. ઓકે, નાવ અહીંયા છે ફાઇલ, that means now it will transmit binary data. Okay, when it comes to file may be anything. It can be a PDF file, or it can be a document or Excel. Okay, or it can be an image or video or audio file, right? So there is not a fixed format of a particular file, right? And you can upload anything, right? So here it will send out the data as a binary, not as a text. It will not send the data as a plain text, but it will send data as a binary format. Okay, the file field results in a text box with a button that enables the user to browse from the file. Okay, so it will appear on the screen as a text box with a button called browse. Okay, and when you click on the browse button, it will ask you for some file, okay, from your local computer. It will ask for any kind of file, to select any kind of file from your local computer. Okay, and you can select that file, and that file will be submitted to the server when you click on submit button or when you submit your form. In order to use this control, we need to do the following things. First, here it is very important. Okay, first specify form as multi-part. We need to specify our form as a multi-part, which allows the file to be attached to the rest of the data. Okay, if we not specify this, ent type is equals to form multi-part. Okay, here you can see here what we are specifying. If we don't specify this enc type form slash multi-part, it will not going to attach your file as a binary data with your form. Okay, and only text will be submitted to the server. The file will not get submitted. Okay, so remember, that's the first very important point. If you are using the input type is equals to file inside your form, you must specify this attribute enc type is equals to form slash multi-part. That is very important. Okay, and second thing, you must implement method as post. You must implement method as post. Get method will not going to work. Okay, if you are using file, your get method will not going to work. So it is compulsory that your method should be post method of form. All right, so form control ni andar method is equal to post and enc type is equal to form multi-part hase. Only then you can use this input type is equals to file. Okay, clear this one? All right, another control is image. Another control is image. Image create a graphical version of the submit button. Okay, now remember we are talking about input type is equals to image. Okay, and there is a tag also called image, img tag. Okay, so these two things are different. Img tag is different, it used to display image on your web browser, whereas input type is equal to image will create a button with by using the image. It will create a graphical version of your submit button. Okay, and when you click on that button, you can submit your form. Okay, the image can be specified by the src attribute. So you need to use the src attribute to specify the image. Okay, images provide the graphical means to convey a message. The example of this attribute could be insert a map of India, allowing user to click on the regional office where they want to submit their form. Okay, so here this thing, this line, sorry. Okay, so here this line is actually used for image map. Okay, but you can use it as a button, right? Sometimes it may happen that you download some image of buttons from your web browser, from any website, and you want to use that button as your submit button, right? So in that case you can use this image input type is equals to image. Okay, now here we have some attributes of that particular thing. You can specify the name, okay, of the input control that we are using, then width, height. Here this is important. Src specifies the url of the image file. Okay, and the image should be from your local drive or where your website is situated. Okay, means કે current folder માં જ્યાં તમારી પાસે આખી વેબસાઇટ છે એ ફોલ્ડરની અંદર અથવા તો એમાં કોઈ ઇમેજ ફોલ્ડરની અંદર તમારું ઇમેજ હોવી જોઈએ, and that you can specify as an src url. Okay, and alignment, you can set alignment of the image. Okay, it can be a centered or top, right, bottom, anything. Okay, okay, so here you can see we have a map image. Okay, so we are just setting input type is equals to image, src is equals to map.jpg. Okay, and when I click on the image, it will submit the form to the reg form.html. Okay, so it is a submit type. Okay, it will create a button, and when you click on that button, it will submit the form. Okay, so input type is equal to submit and input type is equal to image is same. Okay, just the difference is type is equal to image contain an image path which displays as a button. Okay, otherwise both are same. It will submit the form data to the particular action form. Then next element is button. Next element is button. Now what do you mean by button? So the button tab input type is equal to button will create a button, graphical button on your screen. Okay, the button field is used to add custom buttons on the form. Okay, to have the button actually do something, you need to link up with the JavaScript. Okay, so when you create a button, okay, and a user clicks on that button, and if you want to do something when a user clicks on that button, you need to specify the JavaScript for that particular button. Okay, okay, so let us take the example of that. Let me create new file and save it as HTML form2.html. Okay, screen is visible, right? Okay, બધાને screen દેખાય છે ને? Now first we'll create one text. Type is equal to text. Team is equal to username. Okay. Then br. Then we'll create input. Type is equals to button. Okay. Type is equals to button. Right. Here is the simple button that we have. Name is equal to btn message. Okay, so here we have a simple button. Now let's run this on our screen. Okay, so here you can see the text box, but you have a button but do not have anything on that button written. Okay, so what we have mistaken, we have not provided a value, right? Value should be provided, like click me. Okay, value is click me. Okay, so here we have our button. Okay, now I can write something like this and click on the button. But when I'm clicking on it, nothing will happen. Okay, when I'm clicking the button, nothing will happen just because I have not provided anything. Okay, I have not provided anything that when the user click on that button, what should be done. Okay, so for that, what I need to do, I need to specify some JavaScript. Okay, I need to specify that when user click on this button, like on click, okay, something should happen here. Okay, when a user click on that button, that means it is on click event. This is called event. Okay, remember, when user do something on your web browser, on your website or on your web page, if user do something on your web page, it's called an event. Okay, and you can handle that event by specifying some particular code for that event. Okay, so how I am handling this event? Say I'm writing input tag is equal to button, and I'm writing one thing on click, and I will provide something here to do something. Okay, I'm going to provide something that do something when a user click on that particular button. Okay, so here it is an on click event. Okay, now see the PowerPoint here. So to have the button actually do something, you need to link it to a script via the on click or the other event. Okay, so either you can specify on click event or you can specify some other events. Okay, for example, here we have a message, we have a function called dismsg. It is a function name. Why I'm saying that is a function name? Because it contains this curly brackets, sorry, small brackets, right? And a word before and after that we have a small bracket, that means it is a function. Okay, and we have written a script for that particular function and specifying the alert box. Okay, you can directly specify the alert box here. Okay, you can directly specify the alert box or you can specify the simple script. Okay, so let's do the same thing here. Okay, now to write down the script, you need to use the head tag. Inside the head you can write script. Okay, inside the head you can write script. So let's run down the script. Okay, now in script we are calling function of, say, message. Okay, and inside that function I am just putting alert that well, you clicked on button એવું લખી દઈએ આપણે. You clicked on button. Okay, so here it is. Here is a simple function, right? Function msg. Okay, here I'm not specifying a type because it will automatically will take out that type. Okay, no need to specify the type here, right? It will automatically take it there. Okay, and then input type is equal to button name, value on click. Okay, now on click, what I need to do, I need to call this message function. Okay, I need to call this message function here. So on click, it will search it out for a message function from the script, and it will execute. And inside that function, what I'm doing, I'm just popping up the message that you clicked on the button. Okay, so let's save this. Let's jump to this, refresh it, and just click on it. Okay, and you can see that when I'm click on it, the pop-up will appear. The dialog box will appear, says you clicked on button. Okay, so here it is an alert box. Okay, it is an alert box. Clear? Okay, so this is, what can I say, it is the simplest JavaScript that we have learned right now. Okay, in your subject we have a whole unit to learn about JavaScript from very scratch. Okay, so we are going to learn JavaScript in detail. Okay, but right now, to just demonstrate how the type button works, I'm just providing a very simplest JavaScript function here. Okay, and you can say it's a simple alert. You don't need to provide this function also. So what can I say? I can directly write here alert. You clicked on the button. Okay, scratch means from very beginning. Okay, scratch means what? You don't know anything about JavaScript, and I will tell you from the very first point. That is called scratch. You're going to learn it from scratch. That's how a developer says. Okay, or you develop something from scratch. So develop something from scratch means you don't have any predefined tools. Okay, or you don't have any ready-made things that you are going to use. You are going to develop from scratch. That means everything you are going to develop by your own. You are not going to use anything already developed. That is the meaning of scratch. Okay, okay, so let's say I'm directly writing alert, you click on the button. Okay, so I don't need this function right now. Okay, I don't need this function thing. Okay, so let me just comment it out. I'm commenting all the whole script, and I'm just putting the alert. Okay, now let's see whether it works or not. Click on the button. Yes, exactly, it is working. Okay, you click on the button again. I'm refreshing, click on the button. Yes, okay, actually it is working. All right, okay, so if you have a single statement to be executed, if you have a single statement to get executed, you don't need to write the function. Okay, you can just directly write down that script statement on your on click event. Okay, but obviously if you want to have more than one statement to be executed, you need a function, and then you can call that function. Okay, and obviously this is not a proper way to handle the event. You should not write the content here. Okay, you must call any kind of function. So this is the proper way. Create the function, even though it contain only a single statement. Create the function and call that function on a particular event. That is the perfect way of handling the event. Do I make myself clear, students? અહીંયા સુધી બધાને ખ્યાલ આવી ગયો છે properly what I'm trying to explain here? Okay, see, I'm going to take your tester. I'm going to ask some questions to any student, okay, to confirm this thing. All right, let's move on to the another slide. Okay, submit. The next button is submit, or next input type is submit. When user click on the submit button, means now I'm not going to write type is equal to button, I'm going to write type is equals to submit. Okay, so when user click on the submit button, it will submit your collected data from your form to the server. Okay, and you can use the value attribute to provide a non-editable label and to be displayed on the button. Okay, that's okay. The default label is application specific. Okay, so default label is that is the application specific label. Okay, if a submit button is pressed in order to submit the form, then that button has a name attribute. Okay, specify that a button contribute to a name or value pair to the submitted data. Okay, what happens when you click on the submit button? You need to be sure about which button have submitted and which form data have a particular data submitted to the server. Okay, so એના માટે સિમ્પલ શું કરવું પડે કે એની જે નેમ એટ્રીબ્યુટ છે એ તમારે સ્પેસિફાઈ કરવું પડે. ઓકે, દરેકે દરેક વેબ પેજ ઉપર એવું જરૂરી નથી કે એક જ ફોર્મ હોય, બરાબર, મલ્ટિપલ ફોર્મ હોઈ શકે. ઓકે, and in that case you have to specify કે ભાઈ કયા બટન ઉપર તમે ક્લિક કર્યું છે. ઓકે, અને એના પ્રમાણે એનો ફોર્મનો ડેટા સબમિટ થાય. ઓકે, અને એને સ્પેસિફાઈ કરવા માટે you need to specify the name attribute. Okay, otherwise a submit button makes no contribution to the submitted data. તમને કહે ને કે જ્યાં સુધી નેમ એટ્રીબ્યુટ કે સબમિટ વેલ્યુ પેર નહીં હશે ત્યાં સુધી એ પોતે contribute નહીં કરશે ડેટા સબમિટ કરવામાં, બરાબર. You can use on click attribute to call a script to pre-processing the form data. Okay, remember you can use the on click attribute to call a script to pre-process the form data. Okay, now pre-processing means what? When you click on submit button, it will going to submit your data to the server. Okay, it is going to submit your data to the server. Okay? But if you want to do something before submitting the data, okay, that means a user click on the button and you want to validate your data before submitting to the server, you need to write a script and call that script on click event of that particular button. Okay, so when user click on the submit button, first it will call a script specified on click event. After executing the script, it will submit your data to the server. Okay, and you can what can I say, you can confirm that data should be submitted or not. Okay, by returning true or false. Okay, on click, if you return false, okay, it will not going to submit the data. Okay, let me show you the example. Let's jump into the same form. Okay, and now the input type is equals to submit. Okay, input type is equals to submit. Okay, let's not create this script from here. Okay, so type is equal to submit btn message value click me. Okay, now let's just refresh this, and when I'm click on this, you can see here, okay, at the corner of this side, you can see here that it is submitting the data. Okay, it is refreshing, right? If it is button, it will not going to do something, but if it is a submit button, it is going to submit your data to the server. Okay, it is submitting, right? And let's say I want to confirm that whether you want to submit or not. Okay, whether you want to submit or not, right? So you can just write on click, and I'm just saying return. Let me put down the enter here so you can see properly. Confirm. Are you sure? Okay, I'm just using direct script. Okay, I'm not specifying the script. Let me just remove this. It is not needed. Okay, so what I'm doing is on click, I'm confirming that are you sure you want to sub. Okay, right, right. Let's see what happens. Refresh this. Okay, and now let me click on this. So now it is saying are you sure? Okay, and cancel. If you cancel it, it will not submit the data. If you okay, it will submit it. Click on okay, submit. Click on cancel, it will not submit. Okay, got it. uh, let me show you how it happens. Let me put down the action, and from action dot google dot co.in. Okay, so here in an action tag I am jumping to the google.co.in. Okay, now let's see. Okay, so first I'm clicking on the button. If I say okay, if I'm saying okay, it will move to the google.co.in. Okay, and if I say cancel, it will not going to submit the data. Click me, cancel, nope, nothing happened. Click me, okay, jump to the Google. All right, can I go with the students? Okay, so here you can see that this confirm thing will return something. Okay, true or false. If I'm returning false, return false, it will not going to submit the data. And if I'm returning true, it is going to submit the data. Okay, so confirm are you sure will return something, true or false. Okay, see, this is a JavaScript, and we are going to learn JavaScript in very detailed manner in our unit. Okay, so right now you don't need to care about if you don't understand this thing. Okay, that's very simply very okay, because if you don't understand this one, okay, it is something like we are going to repeat all this thing in complete detail in our further unit. Okay, the whole JavaScript. Okay, so it's okay if you don't understand this. Okay, right now you need to concentrate on this, that you have something input tag with the type submit which going to form your data. Okay, it's going to submit your data. Clear? Okay, let's move next. Next button is reset button. Okay, or I can say next input type is reset. Now what does it mean reset? Okay, so reset is a button that when pressed reset the forms field to the specific initial value. Okay, so when you load your page, આપણું પેજ જ્યારે લોડ થાય છે ત્યારે આપણું જે સ્ટેટમાં આપણું ફોર્મ હોય, ઓકે, એ ફોર્મમાં એ એને પાછું લઈ આવે, એ સ્ટેટમાં એને પાછું લઈ આવશે. ઓલરાઈટ, ધેટ મીન્સ કે આપણે આખું ફોર્મ ફિલઅપ કર્યું, માની લો કે ફોર્મ ફિલઅપ કર્યું, આપણે સબમિટ બટન પર ક્લિક કરવા જઈએ છીએ અને ત્યાર પછી આપણને ખ્યાલ આવ્યો કે ઓકે ઉપરના ડેટા બધા રોંગ છે. ઓકે, ઉપરના ડેટા રોંગ ફિલઅપ થયા છે, રાઈટ. સો બધાની અંદર એ ડેટા કાઢવા જવાની જરૂર નથી. ઓકે, કારણ કે અમુક જગ્યાએ તમે ફાઇલ સિલેક્ટ કરી હશે તો ફાઇલ તમે કાઢી તો શકવાના નથી, સિલેક્ટ થઈ ગઈ છે ઓલરેડી, બરાબર, તો તમે કાઢી નહીં શકો એ ફાઇલ પાછી. ઓકે, તો આ બધું ક્લિયર આઉટ કરવા માટે આખું ફોર્મ તમારે ફરીથી ક્લિયર કરીને જે એની ઇનિશિયલ વેલ્યુ હતી, એટલે કે જે જ્યારે ફોર્મ લોડ થયું તમારા બ્રાઉઝર ઉપર, જ્યારે ફોર્મ આવ્યું ત્યારે એની જે વેલ્યુ હતી, ઓકે, બ્લેન્ક કે વોટેવર, એ વેલ્યુ ફરીથી લાવવા માટે યુ નીડ ટુ ક્લિક ઓન રીસેટ બટન. ઓકે, સો દેટ એ બધું આખું રીસેટ કરી આપશે. ઓકે, સો ઇટ ઇઝ ક્વાઇટ યુઝફુલ ઇફ યુ પુટ ડાઉન રીસેટ બટન ઓન યોર વેબ ફોર્મ. હંમેશા તમે જોયું હશે કે સબમિટ બટનની બાજુમાં એક રીસેટ બટન હોય છે, બરાબર. Reset button when clicked causes the form to be reloaded and is still reset to their default values. You can use the onClick attribute to change the button's behavior, calling a script instead of reloading the form. Okay, so તમે onClick બટન ઉપર તમે કોઈ સ્ક્રિપ્ટ કોલ કરી શકો, જેનાથી એ શું થશે કે એ પોતે જે રીસેટ કરે છે એની જગ્યાએ તમે જે લખ્યું હશે onClick ફંક્શન ઉપર એ કરી આપશે, બરાબર. Let's look at that thing. Okay, here I have the input tag as a submit button, and let's put one another input type is equals to reset. Okay, let's leave it as it way. Okay, you don't need to provide the value, let's leave it in that way. Now let's jump, okay, here. So we have three things: name, email, contact number. Click me will submit the button, reset will reset the button. Okay, so I'm just providing the values from here. Okay, let's say I'm providing this value. When I'm click on the button, it will ask for to submit the form, but when I reset, it will reset the data. Okay, it will change the thing. Okay, let's put out one more control of file. Okay, profile image. Okay, so here name, email, contact number, and profile image. So name I'm providing something, email providing something, then contact number, and then need to choose the file. Okay, and I'm say choosing the file something from, let's say, the syllabus file. Okay, so I have choose this file. Right now, when I reset the button, it will clear out everything. It will also clear out the file that you have chosen. Okay, already cleared the file but I have chosen. Right, so reset button functions this way. You can specify the value also to replace the default name of the button, clear form. Okay, so it will display clear form. Click me and clear form. Okay, so here it is a reset. Okay, As you can see here that I have an example of the form tag. Okay, and here I'm creating a form inside the table tag. Okay, it is very useful if you create your form inside a table. Okay, that will going to help you or for the formatting properly. Okay, so input label, and then submit and reset button. Okay, clear this one. If you have any question, you can ask me. Let us take one more example. Okay, let me just clear this out. And give the heading registration form. Form method is equals to post. Okay, action is equals to user data.html. Okay, and enc type is equals to multi-part. Uh, does it say it? Form multi-part. Okay, form slash multi-part. Okay, slash form. Let's create one proper tabular data. Okay, tr plus tr td name slash td, then td. Let's put the input type is equal to text, name is equals to txt name. Okay, width is equals to say 500 pixels. Okay, now let's just copy this another tr for email. Email, right? Let's just copy this. Gender. Okay, let's just put down two radios. Radio txtgen male. I have not put it down, just td slash td. Okay, enter slash td. Okay, so gender is there. Then let's say copy this and paste this. hobbies, check box. Say CHK, not cricket, sports. CHK sports, then same thing. અહીંયા લખી દઈએ આપણે CHK sports and let's say CHK dance. Not dance આવી ગયો એટલે singing નથી થતું. Drawing. Traveling. Okay, chalo, let's remove this. Enough. Okay, let me put down another TR. File image. Input type is equals to file. Okay, complete. Now let's put down another TR. Okay, let's not just do anything in first TD. પહેલા TD માં આપણે કંઈ મૂકીએ જ નહીં અને બીજું એક TD બનાવીએ નીચે બીજા કોલમની અંદર. Let me put down input type is equals to submit, value is equals to save data. Okay, and let me just copy paste this and put a reset button. Type is equal to reset, and let me just clear data. Okay, so here is the clear form that we have designed. Right, now let's just see how it goes. Oops. What happened to this? Checkbox should be there. Yeah, and we don't have value for checkbox, right? So you need to provide, say here. Okay. Okay, so here we have the simple form. Gender male or female, you can click on any of the one. We are providing the value of thing but not text, male and female. Oops, sorry. Okay, here it is. So name should be anything, email should be anything. You can click either male or female, not both of them. Then you can select any of the hobbies you have, right? You can choose the file, whatever file you want, and then clear the data or save the data, submit the form. Okay, now here is your task. You have to design registration form. You have to design registration form which include following things. Okay, name, email, contact number, hobbies, city, gender, profile image, address. Okay, now city must contain the list of cities or any of the one can be selected. Select any one from 5 cities. ઓકે 5 સિટીમાંથી કોઈ પણ એક સિલેક્ટ થવી જોઈએ. હોબીઝ સેમ વસ્તુ બરાબર. select multiple from given 5 hobbies. contact number, email address, name, gender રેડિયો બટન હોવું જોઈએ. profile image file and address માટે. okay, text field. okay, and it should have submit and reset button. okay, so આ તમારા પ્રેક્ટિસ માટે છે. you have to design the form with something like this. okay, એટલે આના કરતા સારી રીતે બનાવવાનું. ખાલી આવું સિમ્પલ નહીં હોવું જોઈએ, આના કરતા સારી રીતે ફોર્મ બનવું જોઈએ. બરાબર. so you have to design this form. okay, so I hope કે તમને બધાને ક્લિયર થઈ ગયું હશે ફોર્મ ટેગ.